just to be able to learn beforehand the technicalities. And this is why you're studying this beforehand, so that you don't need to worry about this when you're here and you can focus on making the dhikr and the recitation of the Quran that you should be. I want you to look at now the Kaaba and look at the door and look at where the policeman is. That is where the black stone is, where people are trying to rob, and of course we'll be covering that. But where he's standing up until the door itself and then underneath the door, this is the area known as Multazam. And that's where the people are currently clinging to the wall, as Abdullah ibn Umar used to do and as Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, as they used to do. Clinging with their chests and clinging with their forearms and making dua. Because they said that dua here is an accepted dua, even though we don't have anything narrated from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whilst you're going around, your focus is on recitation of Quran and making that dhikr which expresses your gratitude for being here, because this is Umrah. We are currently teaching the act of Umrah, Tawaf specifically in the Umrah. And the reason why you wouldn't, even though it's completely allowed to make dua, absolutely, but we are now going to be moving on to the sa'i, in which you're going to be making dua for hours. So here is an opportunity to focus on other things. We have nothing narrated from the Prophet ﷺ, and so it defaults to dhikr. And the best of dhikr is the Quran. And in my opinion, you should focus on those ayat of the Quran that you know best, like Al-Fatiha and like Al-Ikhlas, the big hitters, the powerful ones, the Ayatul Kursis, those which have huge returns with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that which you know the meaning of, so that you can feel it as you're going around the house. And you should have that focal point on the Kaaba, looking at it as much as possible, unlike what some of our cultural elders say, that you shouldn't look at the Kaaba. And this is incorrect. As Aisha radiallahu anha said, in not the most authentic narration, but she said that to look at the Kaaba is an act of ibadah itself. And so a person should be looking at the Kaaba without hurting people around them, and reciting anything from the Quran, and making praise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, manifesting just how long they've been waiting and thinking of all those memories and all of that time and all the patience that you've had, and you should be reflecting like that. Now you're finally here. Allahumma laka alhamd. Allahumma laka alhamd. Allahumma laka alhamd. Oh Allah, all praise is due to you. As we now go past the hijab, and I want you to see that just opposite this hijab, this hatim, you turn around to this side here in between King Abdullah Gate and in between the Mas'a entrance, this area is our meeting area. When we say that we are meeting, then we mean in that area opposite the lanterns, opposite this flat side, opposite the rain spout, which is right at the top, opposite. And here is the Yemeni corner. And the Yemeni corner is the penultimate corner before the Kaaba, and it is to be touched with the right hand. And one of the ways to do that is as follows. You don't try to block any of the people. And